She denied me back then, so why go with her again? So I have to pass that and move on to the next one.
You've got the mic. Anything you'd like to say?
Trust the process.
I wanna just cut me some bands. Can't wait till I fly to Japan. They make us they know I'm the man. They make us they know I'm the man. I wanna just cut me a bust down. They be hating on me cause I'm out now. Brand new AP, it's a bust down. I wanna see your face, you're a dub now. I want this southern.
Yup, it's your boy Smoke Swat, aka Silk Man, aka Man. We back with another video. Now we're gonna do some trades or some moves that we should do as Sixers fans, and we just fired Brett Brown. So a thing I've been hearing is fire Elton Brand, which I would not do yet because he has shown potential as a GM, as trading for Jimmy Butler, getting superstars when needed. Got Tobias Harris off a trade. He's a perennial all-star, not anymore, and he's a good drafter. He drafted Mikal Bridges, but since he's in a cooperative state, Brett Brown traded for Zaire Smith instead, but we're not going to talk about that. Landry Shamet, he stole in the first round with the same draft with Zaire Smith. Stole Shake Milton in the same draft too, and the next draft traded up for Matisse Thybulle and stole him. He's a good defensive player and got a young bucket getter in Morel Shyok. But the only problem with Elton Brand is contracts. Now we know Elton Brand is not the best person to give out contracts, and we all know that Jimmy Butler wanted that max, but it's not his fault that he didn't give it to him because he did not like Brett Brown. He's not going to come back anyways. But we gave Tobias Harris a max contract when I believe he's a good role player, in my opinion. We gave that man a max. And after that, they gave Al Horford the bag to be a starting power forward in Brett Brown's mind. But I really think Al Horford still got more left in him, you know. But the thing I want to stop hearing is Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid trades. Now, can we please stop? Given the lineup that they have this year with no spacing and a coach like Brett Brown, I want y'all to please stop. I'm going to give you some lineups that we had with Ben Simmons and Embiid on the court together. With a 15.5 net rating was 2017-2018 with Ben Simmons, Redick, Covington, Dario, and Embiid. Then the next year, Ben Simmons, Fultz, Covington, and Dario and Embiid with a 7.9 rating. And then we dropped Fultz out the lineup and Covington and Dario getting traded. And we got Redick back in the lineup, Jimmy Butler and Mike Muscala. Then we get Mike Muscala out of here, and it's Ben Simmons, Redick, Embiid, Tobias, and Butler with a 7.9 rating. And then this year, the 2019 to 2020 season, with a 1.4 net rating, with Ben Simmons, Jay Rich, Tobias Harris, Al Horford at the power forward position, and Embiid at the center. And then we can go to recent memory with Shake, Jay Rich, Tobias, Ben, and Embiid, which are their lowest ratings. Now, this is how many shooters we lost during the time Embiid and Simmons was playing. Redick, Dario Saric, Ersan Ilyasova, Marco Bellinelli, and Robert Covington. Then drafted Landry Shamet, JJ Redick, then Dario Saric, and then Robert Covington. And we losing Landry Shamet in the trade and Robert Covington and Saric, and got to JJ Redick and Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris stopped being a good shooter. Redick left in free agency. Now we're down to Shake Milton and Furkan Korkmaz. So now that it's obvious that we're going to need some shooters. We're going to need some ball handling guards. So I'm going to show y'all what I did in the draft.
You get the memo.
Now we know Elton Brand is a good drafter. I mean, he drafted Matisse Thybulle, drafted guys like Shake Milton. Now, with this 21st pick, I have us trading this 21st pick in Tobias Harris to the Kings for Buddy Hield and Harrison Barnes. Now, I can add a couple more people in this trade, but getting Buddy Hield, a person that can create the space for himself and create his own shot, would be a good person for this team and possibly a closer. Now, given the fact that Tobias is a big contract, we're going to have to trade for a big contract in Harrison Barnes, who I think is a miniature Tobias Harris, in my opinion, just a better shooter. Now, this gives us a lineup with Shake Milton, Buddy Hield, Matisse Thybulle, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid. This will be a good lineup. And the first person I got us drafting is Mamadi Diakate, who I can see replacing Mike Scott, a better defender than Mike Scott, and can be a better potential shooter than Mike Scott. He can be a good fit at the power forward position on the bench. Now, with that other pick, I have us picking Cassius Winston, a ball handling guard, a person who can create his own shot, a pretty solid three-point shooter, if I say. and he can pass the ball, dish it out very well. And another guy I have us drafting is Cassius Stanley, a 6'6", very explosive guard who is a 3-and-D player, can spot up, and he's very good on the transition. So having him wouldn't be a problem. And we have the last one, Jordan Nora, who is a 3-and-D guy. This man can be a solid defensive player in this league, and he's a very good spot-up shooter. But now we got that out the way. This is the Sixers draft. Let's get on to the next topic.
You get the memo.
Now, this free agency, we're going to have to fit Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons as good as possible for them to go off. So, these are the team needs. We need some point guards. We need some small forwards. And we need a couple center with the losing of Kyle Quinn. But this is the positions that we need. But we need the team needs. We need some space creators, shooters, ball handling guards, and the versatile defenders. So, the first person I got up in the free agency is Dario Saric. Dario Saric is a guy that I miss personally. He can stretch the floor. He's a very good passer, and he's a solid defender. Somebody who can stretch the floor off the bench, man. I wouldn't mind Dario Saric coming to this team. Next up, I have us re-signing Alec Burke. Alec Burke is a bucket getter. This man is a very good player. Brett Brown should have played him a lot last year, but he didn't. He did not choose to. And I really think he can be a good fit off the bench for us, man. 6-man type thing. An honorable mention is Jay Crowder, who Jay Crowder would not be a bad fit on his team as he's a very good shooter and he's a good defensive player. But getting him wouldn't be bad because we have Harrison Barnes. You know, Harrison Barnes could be a starting small forward or a backup. So getting him would not be a move. But another guy I have is Marco Bellinelli, who Marco Bellinelli is a very good shooter. This man shoots off balance. He's a guy that we need right now, and I really want him back, man. That's a good addition for me. Next, we have Javon Carter, another backup point guard we can have instead of re-signing Raul Neto. This man puts up great defense. He's a pesky guy. He's a good shooter. He has a very high motor. He can even handle a ball for you. Javon Carter would not be a bad idea. Next, we have an honorable mention like Joe Harris. I mean, we can get him, but his asking price might be very high. So Joe Harris is another honorable mention for that. But this is my bench: Javon Carter, Alec Burke, Harrison Barnes, Dario Saric, and Al Horford. Now, that's a very good bench, if you ask me. But y'all let me know, who should y'all trade for? I mean, I'm about to make a trading video and a head coach video, so y'all let me know. It's been your boy Smokers YT, and we out here. True.
I love you, ocean, I swim in it. Slaughter your block and we been in it. We'll put the fire, we whipping it. All of my brothers be whipping it. All of my brothers be whipping it. I'm finna kiss me a vibe, yeah, yeah. You can just stay for the night, yeah, yeah. I buy you something to night, yeah, yeah. She can move into my time, yeah, yeah. Why you wasting my time?